I am reporting to you live from Seers Village, where just inside this building behind me, the crazed lunatic Seer Supreme... Is that his round there? Are you sure? Okay, wow. Well, that knows much. Has been killing these ghost-looking things for the past 2 weeks. Sources say that the reasoning behind this massacre is that, quote, he needs to wrap somebody in a strange green rope-like substance so that the, quote, chunk gods will let him move on. That sounds like a crazy lunatic to me. Oh, I'm getting word that we can now go live inside the building. Sam, what does it look like in there? Grim business in here, Dave. Seers Supreme, as he wants to be called, is still on a rampage with no end in sight. Sources say he's also been deforesting the village in search of a single beaver. Not sure what this guy's problem is, but let's hope it... What? Did he spot us? Oh my god, he's coming! Got to the intro! Got to the intro! Relax, and why not join me as I try to complete RuneScape one chunk at a time, starting in Seers Village. Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. Hope you enjoyed that intro. It was a lot of fun to make, but these are the tasks. We're just going to get on with it. Guess what? The first clip of this episode is going to be woodcutting again. I mean, it was 50-50 in it really, so we just got 105 woodcutting. So we've only got another 15 levels to go, and then we'll be max level. And we're getting close to 24 million XP now as well. Still got nothing to report as per usual. And before anybody gets upset, I'm going to stop this clip before that fox does something we don't want it to. So goodbye. As is custom, we are still here at Oak Trees, and we are still getting woodcutting experience. And there is 24 million of said woodcutting experience. I don't really know where this is going, to be honest. It just seems like never-ending chopping trees, getting loads of logs, not getting the thing that I need. You know, which is fine, because I signed up for Supreme, and that is what we are doing. We are Supreming. But it's always nice to, see the end goal getting closer, whereas this grind specifically, I don't know if it's getting closer. So we're going to keep chugging. As we always have done and as we always will do. Right, we are about to pass 1 million GP again. Living the absolute dream. I mean, we need 2 million for the next bank unlock, and we're definitely going to need GP just in general for whatever chunks come next. So I probably need to be stacking this as much as possible, but it's nice to be halfway to the next bank goal, because I think that's the thing generally that will start to spiral out of control if I'm not careful. If I get lucky / unlucky, whichever way you look at it, I could be hitting banks left, right and centre, which means that there was a potential panic moment when all of a sudden I'm collecting, 200 mil for my next bank slot, which is not going to be good if we get there. But we'll see. I'm not too concerned right now. I'm just happy that we're getting closer to that goal for the next bank, which could be in, 3 or 4 chunks time. Here we go. It's almost time. We're about to achieve another magic level. 68 magic. Can now enchant some Dragonstone stuff, but we don't have any Dragonstone stuff, so pass. But that is very good. That means that now we have only 11 levels to go, which sounds like a lot, and technically it is a lot, but we're moving forward at quite a rapid rate, so I'm not overly concerned right now. And I'm just excited for what's to come next, because once I've got this magic grind finished, it's just the beaver, so that's all that's left. And that is something that I could get on the next log I chop. Whereas this is a grind that... Can you tell that I'm trying to rationalise doing these bloody grinds in some way or another. I'm trying to just make more sense in my head to keep me motivated on moving forwards. But yeah, it just, at the minute, my current train of thought, whereas this would have been different 2 videos ago, is that this grind is long and it requires me to get like tons and tons of stuff, and it's just slowly chipping away towards an end goal. Whereas the beaver is literally just, it's I get it or I don't. So the next time I go and chop a log could be the time, which is a little bit different in terms of the way that my brain is now working and feeling. Anyway, forget it. Yeah, whatever. I'm doing stuff. I'm making progress. We go straight from a magic level into a beautiful crafting level. Now, there we go. 37 crafting. We are getting close to 43. I think that is absolutely 100% achievable now. It was a bit touch and go for a bit, but now I'm convinced that we are going to have 43 before we've got 79 magic. Definitely before. So exciting stuff, and people are talking about me in the clan chat again. Oh man, I really like finding you guys in the wild. It's always really, really nice to see people turning up in Seers Village. Farmer Pilk being the latest of the people to show up in this beautiful, beautiful place. Big shout out to this person. Yeah, if any of you guys are ever in the area, you know, and you're like, I need to see if this idiot is still here doing stupid things to elementals and trees, then yeah, just try and find me, pop by, say hello. I will always be very appreciative of it. Also, probably should have mentioned that I made some improvements to the series, mainly audio wise. Got myself a new microphone just to make it a little bit crisper, make my voice a little bit sultry and sexual. No, that's not right. No, don't say that. And I also updated the visuals a little bit. I took some advice on how to stretch it to fill the screen properly, because you probably didn't notice, but if you did, those little black bars down the side, finally got rid of that rubbish. I couldn't figure it out and I had to ask IT advice for it. And I've just changed the graphics style slightly to make it a little bit sharper, a little bit nicer visually. I mean, you may not be able to see it very well in the recording, but I can see it really nice. So, you know, that's all that matters, right? That I look at... never mind. But yeah, these things are a bit sharper. The black outlines and things just nice and sharp. And I just think it looks a lot better. It looks really nice. So I hope you enjoy it too, because realistically it is for you, because you're the one looking at it with your eyeballs. Whereas I make these videos and then I roll up into a ball and hope people like it for 2 weeks before I make the next one and then do the same.
Hello. Pretty close, aren't I? I bet you didn't expect this in the middle of the video. I just wanted to take a quick moment to awkwardly stare you in the eyeballs and ask you that if you are enjoying this series, to please subscribe to the goddamn channel, because I like it when the number goes up and I like you. And if I have to get even closer to ask you and make you even more awkward and weird, I will do. So do it. Thank you.
You know what? I sounded like the down to sleep guy. And I'll tell you this for free, I'd let that man tuck me in, if you know what I'm saying.
Right, well, now that you've obviously subscribed, obviously, you can be rewarded with another beautiful thing. Are you ready? Are you watching? Wait for it. Bosh.
100k oak logs. I'm actually considering now swapping to willows and trying to get that to 100k, because we get a slightly better rate, but it might be slightly slower and slightly further from the bank, but the 100k looks too good to resist, you know what I'm saying? So I might just do it. Maybe. Why not? I mean, I'm going to kill, back to kill elementals soon, but I might just do it. Why not? I would like to present something to you that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is 76 hit points, but also for the clan chat, 90 combat. I'm feeling good. Seers Supreme's feeling good. People in the clan chat are going to start feeling good, and just everyone's going to feel good. And I think that I just think about how much action this Myth Scimitar has got. It's been a long time that we've had this now. We've slain many men and women, many elementals, and it's just been a long time of having it. And I'm just thinking about where would I be if I didn't have the Myth Scimitar, like when I got it all that time ago, because essentially I got spooned it. It was a really big deal at the time, and I probably would be, oh god, this grind would probably take a lot longer if I was still iron daggering people. Unbelievable. What a stroke of luck. We got ourselves a lucky mystery box. We are obviously slowly making our ways toward the end of this episode, and I don't remember the last time we actually got a mystery box. It's been a while. Again, I'm going to keep going over this every time we get it, because it seems like it's one per video at the most. Sometimes more than less than one per video. Sometimes it's one every 2 videos. But we're looking for the stale baguette from this thing, and realistically, to be honest, getting things like nature runes and stuff like that is just going to help the magic grind. Is just going to be good. So let's open it, and fingers crossed. Brilliant. Well, just like what these episodes are turning into, whole lot of bloody nothing. God, I can't wait till we roll and get out of this chunk. I love Seers Village so much. It's such a cool place with a lot of cool things. One of them being this nice corrupted kite shield, and forestry's here, and it's just got a lot of cool stuff. The elemental workshop's super nice. It's got the rooftop course. It's just cool. It's got all the trees you can think of. You could go from, well, I have, normal trees up to oaks, up to willows, up to maples, up to yews. It's a cool place to be. But having been here now for 7 months, it's slowly. I guess maybe all it takes is like getting the beaver, or getting 79 magic, or even just getting the crafting grind done. Maybe it would give me a new lease of life, and I'll get a bit of excitement back into me. But right now, I'm just waiting for this to finish. But because look, even like this that I'm doing right now, which you're watching me do, this is how I've had to get. After fighting all of these elementals, I have to go to the prayer altar to get my prayer restored. I have to come over here to buy 8 meat pies. I then eat these 4 meat pies to get me back up to max HP, and then I've got 4 meat pies for when we get in there and lose a load of health to get me back up to max HP. And then once those are gone, I then use all my prayer, so I can stay here for quite a while, and I can usually fill my invent full of stuff. So it's quite a long process, and doing this over and over and over again is slowly over time just becoming a bit of a chore. But it's not making me dislike the one chunk concept, the one chunk time that I've spent. It's not made it any less awesome than I think it is, because I think one chunking is so cool. It's so good. And it's not less than that at all. It's just mentally having to make these videos every couple of weeks and being a bit disappointed in myself that they're not super exciting like they were before, because now I'm just doing 2 grinds. Once we get the chunk finished and we can roll, we can reset that and we can start again, and I'll get that excitement back, and I can start editing the videos a lot better, and putting a lot more effort into the set pieces and all that kind of cool stuff. So I think we just need to get through this, and I think I'm going to keep talking, but it won't be for much longer. The in my head now, end of June is still on the table. It's still there. I'm still relatively convinced that is where we're going to end up with this role. But a few things have changed in my life over the last few weeks. I spoke a little bit about it on Agile Tom's podcast, but essentially I'm now moving house, and I'll be moving house in the next couple of weeks. And then once I've moved house and it's all set up and I'm all ready, hopefully it'll be a nice quick transition. But once I've done that, I am going to start streaming. And some of you might be like, yay! And some of you might be like, I don't care. But that's the next steps, I think, for me. So I'm going to start streaming the run up to the chunk roll, and maybe my other account, and maybe a third account. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Look out for something in the future. So that'll be cool. And that might be, keep me going. It might interest some people. So once that whole thing, that kind of stuff is set up and it happening, I'll put the word out there, and it'd be great to see you all in the chat as well. So yeah, that's cool. I'm just going to do this now for the next 4 weeks. So yeah, bye. This is it. We're at the end. We're finishing up. We've done a lot of stuff in this episode these last 2 weeks. It doesn't look like a lot, but actually there's a hell of a lot of work that's gone into getting all that woodcut XP, killing all these elementals, getting all those runes, working on that magic. There's a lot of effort gone in. But I'm having fun, and we're slowly winding our way down to the end now. Or maybe I should look at it as not winding down. I should say we are building up, because this final leg of the journey is going to be the most exciting, technically, because we're building up to the finale. And that will be the end of Season 1, let's say, with Season 2 of Seers Supreme starting in a month's time, maybe. I just wanted to finish off with something that I haven't done in quite a while, but essentially it's going to go something a little like this. Life is strange. It's complicated. It's difficult. And you really don't know what's around the corner, what's going to happen to you next. And sometimes you take that stuff for granted without actually realizing that you'd taken that stuff for granted. So my advice to you on this fine Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, maybe you're watching this and it's actually now Monday morning. My advice to you is to just take it all as it comes. Enjoy as much of it as you can when you can, and don't be afraid to take some risks, do some things that you think that you shouldn't, but you know that in your heart you want to and you should. And don't be afraid to, take that next step into whatever unknown might come next, because you might find out that it's actually better than what you were experiencing before. And you might find out that actually you wish you'd taken this step months ago, years ago, whatever it may be. So do something for yourself, enjoy life, enjoy everything, and I hope you've enjoyed this. because it may be only a couple more episodes now before this moves into something completely new. So I'm going to leave you, beautiful, beautiful people, now with the beautiful, beautiful channel members. And I'll catch you next time. As always, massive thank you to the channel members, with in the Soothsayer tier, Scott Reeve, Matt W, Delando, the biggest MHG, Woozle, Tacho Price, as they are now known, Lixie, and our newest Soothsayer member, Extreme Gnome, which, if you haven't seen Extreme Gnome series, you need to go and see his channel. I'll link it all in the description. Absolutely amazing. And then in the Oracle tier, Diggy Dog SP, Hunterman, and Homph. Bye, guys.